Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Paula, a 24-year-old new grad trauma ICU nurse, a single mommy to one beautiful baby girl, and I am currently tackling over $70,000 of debt. I don't have a car loan, no mortgage, just a whole lot of credit card debt mainly. So today we're going to be cash stuffing my paycheck and using every extra dollar to crush what is about 20K of credit card debt alone. And if you want to support me on this journey, I do have budgeting products and trackers I've created. They're always linked down below. Every purchase helps me stay on track and gets me one step closer to debt freedom. So if you'd like to do that, the link is down below. I greatly appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna go ahead and do is count my paycheck, and here we are. I did want to note that this paycheck is the money from my flexible daycare spending account. So I was able to get a reimbursement from that for, spending money on my daughter's daycare. And then I can get reimbursed via my FSA, basically is how that works. And then my YouTube paycheck. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching and supporting me. I am so incredibly thankful for each and every one of you. And yes, I just wanted to show a little bit of love to you guys because I would not be here without you being able to get a YouTube paycheck. So I greatly appreciate all of you guys. So let's go ahead and get this counted. I'm gonna turn on my calculator. Let's go ahead and open this up here. All right, put that to the side. All right, let's go ahead and count these. Y'all know I like to count them separately. So we'll start with our 100s. So we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 900. We have our 50s. We have 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50. Plus 350. We have our 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60. We have our 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100. Plus 100. We also have our 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Plus 45. And then lastly, but not least, we have our 1s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and $18 in 1s. So let's go ahead and drop this over here. So let's add our 45 plus 18 equals $1,673, which is a really nice chunk of change today. So dividing this up, $423 is my YouTube paycheck, and then $1,250 is the daycare disbursement. It comes straight out of my paycheck, untaxed, and then I'm able to reimburse later, just so I don't get any fees for trying to pay my daughter's daycare with a MasterCard. So that's why I just do the reimbursements, because it's just less fees and stuff overall. So I'm gonna set this here just because it's missing one of the stoppers and it's wobbly, and that is kind of irritating me. Anyways, the first thing that we're gonna go ahead and do is cash stuff my cash envelopes and my weekly spending binder. So here she is. Let's go ahead and open her up. How are you guys doing? I would love to know, when you guys get a little bit of extra money, what do you guys use it for? When it comes to your household or just personally, I would love to know. Like I said, this is basically kind of an extra paycheck for me, just because it's reimbursement and YouTube paycheck combined and not actually a paycheck from my job. So I would love to know. Leave that down in the comments below for me. So starting here, we have gas. Let's make sure we don't have anything left over in gas, which we don't. This week, gas is going to go ahead and get $30 like usual. So I'm going to do that with a 20 and then a 10. Alrighty, so we have a 20 and a 10. We have $30 for our gas this week. Alrighty, so next we're gonna move on to baby girl. Baby girl is gonna get $350 in here. This is her weekly daycare expenditure. So we're gonna do that with two $100 bills. Okay. Two $100 bills. I'm gonna also do two 50s. And two. And we're gonna do a 20. Bam, a 10, and then we're gonna do 4 5s. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go ahead and count this up, make sure that this equals $350. So we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 320, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Perfect, so we have 350 sitting in here for Honora's daycare. Just gonna fold this up here, put that in there. Alrighty. Next we have wellness. This week wellness is gonna go ahead and get $200. This is for my Cook Unity. I'm getting 16 meals next Wednesday, so I wanna go ahead and already have that in my account so that I can take it out. So I'm just gonna do that with two $100 bills. I have 1. And we have 2. I think we'll do it this way. Yeah. All right. Alrighty, and that comes out to about $40 per week because I do it every 6 weeks. I get another 16 count. So that comes out to about $40 a week that I'm spending on food when it comes to my Cook Unity subscription. Also, I have a link down below, gets you $50 off Cook Unity if you would like to try her out. Moving on, we have spa. Spa this week is gonna go ahead and get $80 because I would like to get my nails redone next week. So let's go ahead and do that by 320s. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. And then I'm gonna do two 10s, 1 and 2, and we'll count this to make sure that this is $80. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, $80. We can go this way again, just because I don't want my binder to be super stuffed looking. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. Alrighty, next we have restaurants. Restaurants is getting nothing this week. Let me make sure there's nothing left in here, which there is not. Next we have necessities. Necessities this week is going to go ahead and get $185. And we do have some left over, so let's go ahead and count this and put this away. So we have $10, $11, $12 left over from my necessities from last week. So I'm just going to throw that in here. Alrighty, so to get to 185, we're gonna do a 50. We're gonna do 5 20s. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I want to do 2 10s. 1, 2, a 5. And then I want to do 10 ones. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's go ahead and count this and make sure that this is $185. Alrighty, so we have 50. I hate counting like a 50 and a 20, but anywho's. So 50, I'm actually not even gonna do that because I'm gonna mess up. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 50 plus our 100. Then we have 10, 20 plus our 20. We have a 5 plus 5. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So plus 10 equals 185, if y'all can see that, which is perfect. Y'all know about bi-weekly, I like to go on a Costco run and a small Walmart run. This is pretty thick. I'm not too happy about that. And then I'm also putting some money away for a birthday gift for my little brother this week. His birthday is September 1st. So I want to make sure that I have money in there for that. I really don't want to explode this envelope. So let's go ahead, take these coins out that we have in the back, and then I'm going to go ahead and close her up. Alrighty, let's take these coins out. Okay. Once again, if you did not know, Costco takes cash. I did not know that. Some wonderful subscribers let me know Costco takes cash, and I have been blissfully going to Costco ever since I found out that information. Now, their little food kiosk does not take cash unless you go to the actual register, which is inconvenient. But the actual store part, they do have cash tellers, which is great. So anyways, here are the coins that we had from last week. Just gonna go ahead and put that in my coin jar and then put our lucky couple dollars back and this random key. We're gonna go ahead and close her up so that she can stay petite. Alrighty, let us move on. The next thing that we're gonna go ahead and do is head into this binder. This is my long-term sinking funds type of binder that we have. Let's go ahead and open her up. Alrighty. Alright, so our main priority here is going to be our debt folder. As you guys know, I have lots of debt. So all this money left over is going to be what we use for my debt payment for this week. So let's go ahead and count her up. Let's zero this out and let's get started. So we have our 100s. So we have 100, 200, 3, 4, 500. So 500. Now we have some 50s here. We have 50, 100, 50, 200. So plus 200. We have some 20s. 20, 40, 60. Plus 60. Our 10s. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, $50. Plus 50. Our 5s. 5, 10, 15, and 20. Plus 20. And lastly, but never least, we have our 1s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So $10 worth of 1s, so plus 10. And that is going to leave us with a debt payment of $840 this week, which is really nice, much more than last week. So I'm so grateful for you guys. Like I said, a portion of this was my YouTube paycheck, so every view counts. Thank you so very much. And let's go ahead and move this over. And then we're going to get out our debt tracker here so that we can color this in for the week. So we have $848 that we are trying to color in. Last week, one of my subscribers let me know that I kind of messed up my calculations. I subtracted like $3 randomly from myself. So that kind of puts us at, I don't know, $840 still. I'm not going to really count that because like I said, it's a happy accident, a little bit of overage by the end of things when we count it all up later on. So if I look here, we have $575 that I can blissfully color in just by using this right here. So let's do minus $575. That leaves us with $265. And so $265 minus 75 minus 75 minus 100 maybe. And then we'll be like $15 over, which is kind of a lot, and I don't like that. Minus 75, 40. Nope, don't like that. So I think we're just gonna do 840 minus 575 equals 265. We'll do 2 here. And then we're kind of still up though by a lot, which I don't appreciate. I do have some more 25s down here. And then I have a 10 here. So we might do 50, like 2 hearts and then a 10, which would be 60. And then we'd be up by $5, which is fine by me. So let's just go ahead and color that in. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics. Either way though, if you do want this little debt tracker 5K, the link is down below. I think this is my color. And it is for free on my website. So go ahead and grab that for yourselves. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and blissfully color this in this week. A very nice size chunk for debt. Quite pleased about that. But I would love to know how you guys are doing on your journeys. If you guys are on a debt journey, if you guys are saving for something else. As well as when you get some extra money, what do you find yourself doing with it? Do you use it for fun? Do you use it for extra debt payments, getting ahead on bills? What are you guys using that extra money for? And also maybe where is it coming from? Because I'm nosy. So yes, if you guys feel comfortable, let me know down below what's going on with that. Alrighty. Sorry if this is not making you happy that we are outside the lines. It's kind of like a highlighting vibe, just kind of cutesy. But yes, I would love to know how you guys are doing down below. I'm doing good. I am just on a health journey. I basically had a week off in between going from days to nights. So I go back tomorrow night and we're gonna see how that goes. I also wanted to update y'all because my job is so weird and strange. So I was hired for nights. So what they planned on doing was during the interview, they were like, okay, cool. You're hired for nights basically, which is fine because I did nights before. I'm kind of a nights girly, I feel like. And I probably feel like I make myself a nights girly just because of the differential. Like, I don't know what that differential is. So anywho's, they were like, okay, you're gonna do your first 16 weeks on day shift with your preceptor, cool. Then you're gonna do 2 months on day shift by yourself. You know all the staff, so you can, you know, have people to help you out, and you know all the people already, cool. And then my manager, she calls me in her office for an unrelated thing, and she was like, yeah, so you're going to nights, cool, for the month, because I told her I had a week in between. And that startled her. She was like, everybody's schedule's messed up, so she got a little bit scared. But then I was like, yeah, no, it works out. I'm happy to be going back to night shift. And she was like, yeah, so you're gonna go to night shift for that month, and then all the people that started a little bit behind you, once y'all get done with y'all's month, they're gonna switch to night shift for a month, and then y'all are gonna come back to days. So I'm like, why are we doing all of these back and forths? That's really gonna mess up my circadian rhythm. Not too happy about it. I'm actually kind of scared to go back to nights. I'm not even gonna hold you because it is brutal on your circadian rhythm. I was starting to get annoyed with waking up at 4:45 in the morning, but working while it's daylight, I kind of like that. Kind of like it. So we just did 200. So now we're at what, 65. So we're gonna do 2 hearts, which is 50, and then we're gonna do a 10, which is gonna be 60, and then we'll just cut it right there. So I'm gonna do a smaller one. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm excited though because I work mainly the weekends for this whole month. So I'm about to get weekend plus night shift if. So I'm hoping that really looks nice on my paycheck. But yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. So once that's done, I guess I'm doing 2 months on days and then going back to nights. I'm just going with the flow. I have absolutely no expectations for nurse residency at all, especially my job. Not that there's really anything wrong with my job, but they're going through like a lot of management changes and a lot of people did not know what was going on with anything. So I'm just going with the flow, trying to make myself available as much as I can and call it a day. But anyways, so yes, we have colored in about, what did I color in? And then -10. Perfect. So we're like 5 up, and then we were up by 3 last week, I think. But it's cool because like I said, we're kind of, by the time we get done calculating all of this, when we calculate this versus our actual debt payments, we're going to be up by a little bit, which is going to be a nice little surprise at the end of things. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support that you guys show me. I'm trying to do the same for you guys. Definitely leave me some comments down below. How is your journeys going? Also answer my little question that I have for you guys this week. I love communicating with you guys, talking with you guys. And yeah, that is all for this week. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.